I've been a reader since before I could read. When I was a toddler, I used to sit there and read my little picture books, and I couldn't take in all the words, but I loved the story. Really, as soon as I realized that being an author was like a job, my career path was set. And then I walked into a screenwriting class, and about 3 weeks later I realized, no, I'm not writing books anymore. Hi, I'm Megan. I'm an aspiring TV writer, and I want to talk to you today about what the path was like for me when I realized that instead of writing novels, I wanted to write TV. I just kind of wanted to share my experience, and hopefully this can help you if you're in the same place, or maybe you're just interested in how I got where I am. Now, I've always loved language and storytelling, but I found that when I went to go write novels and short stories and things kind of in that vein, it just didn't feel as natural as I wanted it to. I didn't understand why, because I love story and language. Looking back, I know that that was because I wasn't writing in the right medium. I want to go over kind of what were the things that were those big differences for me that really made me want to make that switch and start writing scripts. One thing that I always really struggled with when it came to writing prose, the description just felt so dense to me, and I never really got a good handle on writing those descriptions. I always found myself having to go back in and add more and add more and add more. And I always loved dialogue. I felt like that's where I would shine. And when it comes to scripts, there's more of a focus on the dialogue, and description is kind of more boom, 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 which was perfect for me. You know, I walked into a screenwriting class not because I was planning to change my career path. I needed another writing workshop, and I always loved TV and movies, so I figured, why not see it from a different perspective? As soon as we started having to write scripts for the class, I was like, oh my god, this is it! What really occurred to me as I kind of went through this just journey of understanding for myself was, I'm a visual thinker. I've always been a visual thinker, so why this didn't occur to me sooner, I also really love the depth that you can get with characters when you look at a season. So I'm more interested in writing TV scripts, not so much features. And when you look at like a season of TV, you can get so much into characters and really explore them. And I'm not necessarily saying you can't do that with novels and prose. Of course you can. You have series, and with more detailed description and the ability to talk about what a character is thinking and feeling, there's a different kind of connection you get. But I just really resonated with how that works in the TV landscape, and I love character. I think that it's such an important part of a story. And then when I started to really think about the actual career path and the difference in each industry, I realized even more that this was right for me. I don't want to make it seem like I think writing scripts is better than writing novels, just that writing scripts is better for me than writing novels. I found that I thrived in this kind of writing and the idea of this industry more. So for example, one thing that had always kind of made me unsure about writing prose and novels was that it can be a very individual kind of path. You're sitting alone, you're writing, and then you collaborate with different people along the process. But the idea of being in a writer's room and bouncing ideas off of each other and seeing what everybody's experience brings to the table sounds amazing to me. And then you do get those spaces where you work on the script that you've been assigned. But to have really the best of both worlds for that is what it was like for me, that idea of collaboration, but also individual work and how it all comes together. I'm also personally just really interested in the entire production process. I love writing, and that's what I want to spend my life doing, but I love to think about how a director sees things and how a producer sees things and how an actor sees things. And I'm the type of person who watches a movie and I'm like, oh my god, that costume design, oh my god, that set design. Like, I love to see all the different pieces that come together, and to be able to be part of that process and get to work alongside those people who make all of it happen is just amazing to me. I've also always believed that entertainment serves as a form of education, and most importantly as a social education. And I really found that the more I thought about it and just felt what kind of came naturally to me, the entertainment industry and TV just felt like the best place for me to participate in that process. This one's a little bit like odd, I think, but When I think about the entertainment industry and writing for TV, it just feels very energetic and like the movement that I'm looking for in what I'm going to be doing 40 plus hours a week. However, figuring out what I wanted to do was only step one. Then I needed to start exploring the industry a little bit and getting some real experience. So go ahead and watch this video next if you want to see what it was like having my first experience in the entertainment industry and what I learned, and I'll give you a hint, it only solidified that I was on the right path. So give that a watch now, because that was where I really started to realize, okay, I'm making the right decision, let's move along, let's really get moving here.